So friends, for years, MediaTek was the quiet powerhouse, the brand behind efficient mid-range chipsets and incredible value smartphones. Always there, but never quite the one leading the charge. But the MediaTek Dimensity 9500 changes that narrative completely. This isn't just another flagship chipset. This is a moment where MediaTek stops following and starts defining. Forged on TSMC's advanced 3nm N3B process, smaller, denser, and cooler, the Dimensity 9500 isn't built to chase numbers. It's built to rewrite them. Every transistor, every clock cycle, every microarchitecture decision feels intentional, crafted not for bragging rights, but for balance. It's the point where raw power meets quiet confidence, where performance doesn't roar, it resonates. This is MediaTek stepping out of the shadows of Snapdragon and Apple, not for compete, but to lead. It's the first Dimensity that feels inevitable, the one that doesn't just mark progress, but history. This is the MediaTek Dimensity 9500, the most fastest chipset on the planet. Now, the Dimensity 9500 is the second chipset to cross that 4 million mark on smartphones. And it's just remarkable how far it came along. I mean, 2 years ago, we didn't have enough power for editing videos on smartphones. But now it looks like we have enough power to edit videos on desktop level. On AnTuTu version 10, the Vivo X300 Pro achieved 4,011,932 points, the first Android smartphone to break that 4 million barrier. And the breakdown tells the full story. CPU achieved 1,043,247 points. The GPU achieved 1,510,982 points. The memory achieved 667,254 points. And the UX achieved 790,449 points. Together, they form a profile that's not just powerful, it's historic. Now friends, these numbers can be different on different smartphones. I mean, in the Vivo X300 Pro with 4,011,932, followed closely by Oppo Find X9 Pro at 3,956,885 points, the Oppo Find X9 at 3,901,775 points, and the Vivo X300 at 3,367,414 points. Every single one of them runs in the same heart, the MediaTek Dimensity 9500, that's dominance through design. On the Geekbench 6, tells the same story with surgical precision. 3,460 points in single core and 10,192 in multi-core in the Vivo X300 Pro. That's elite tier performance, closing the gap with not just Qualcomm's best, but edging frighteningly close to Apple's territory. Plus the compute score is 24,891. That's GPU compute muscle flexing through complex workloads like rendering, image enhancements, and AI inference, showing that this chip isn't just strong, it's efficient at using its strength. Now, at the core of it all lies MediaTek's bold third generation all-big core design, featuring 8 C1 cores, each one a performance-grade powerhouse. The configuration: 1 C1 Ultra at 4.21 GHz, 3 C1 Premium at 3.5 GHz, and 4 C1 Pro cores at 2.7 GHz, all built on a ARM version 9.3/A architecture with full SME2 scalable matrix extension to instruction support for faster AI perception and ML efficiency. MediaTek's third generation all-big core architecture leads the territory with the new C1 Ultra, delivering a 10% IPC uplift over the previous generation. The expanded in-chip caches, 100% larger N1 and 33% larger L3, accelerates data and boosts efficiency. That's a total of 192 KB of L1, 2 MB of L2, 16 MB L3, plus 10 MB of SLC, keeping the core saturated with data and eliminating latency stalls. This generation isn't evolution, it's precision engineering. You get up to 32% faster single-core performance, 55% better ultra-core peak power efficiency, and up to 37% lower CPU peak power use than previous generation. Plus, the chip achieves up to 30% higher power efficiency during multitasking in games and social media or audio-heavy workloads. You get desktop-class power, but cool, quiet, and consistently stable in hand. Then comes the second engine, the ARM Mileage G1 Ultra MP12 GPU, clocked at 1716 MHz, featuring 12 pipelines, 128 shading units, and 1536 shaders, capable of pushing 5.2 teraflops of raw compute. It supports Qualcomm version 1.4, OpenCL 3.0, and DirectX 12.1, making it one of the most versatile GPU ever built for a smartphone, with up to 33% higher graphics performance, 42% better efficiency, and a massive 119% improvement in ray tracing. It brings console-level fidelity to your palm. Nano Under Engine 5.5 Plus integration unlocks Thinite and Mega Light, technologies that deliver lifelike geometry and dynamic lighting for true 120 FPS ray-traced gaming. And binding it all together is MediaTek's Dimensity Dynamic Cache Architecture, a unified adaptive memory pool shared across CPU, GPU, and NPU. It ensures AI-driven frame upscaling, ray tracing, and power balancing work seamlessly together, keeping the heat in check and performance locked. And now, it supports LPDDR5X memory running at up to 10,667 MTS, pushing data with near zero latency. With a 4x16-bit bus, it delivers a maximum bandwidth of 85.3 gigabits per second and supports up to 24 GB of RAM, giving the Dimensity 9500 enough headroom for massive AI workloads. But the real leap lies in storage. The 9500 debuts the industry-first quad-lane UFS 4.1, doubling bandwidth over traditional dual-lane setup. The result? AI models load 40 times faster. Now, gaming on the Dimensity 9500 doesn't feel like mobile gaming anymore. It feels like entering a new category entirely. This chipset doesn't just push frames, it redefines what handheld power means. At its core, ARM Mali G1 Ultra GPU turns every scene into a visual statement. 33% faster graphics, 42% higher efficiency, and a well-coned ray tracing pipeline that delivers true console-grade lighting, shadows, and reflections right in your hand. MediaTek didn't stop at raw power. With native Unreal Engine 5.5 plus support, the 9500 taps into next-gen tools like Nanite and Mega Light, bringing richer geometry, dynamic lighting, and lifelike realism up to 120 FPS ray-traced gameplay. No fakes, no shortcuts. Behind the scenes is a hybrid engine gaming technology keeps performance stable and intelligent, managing power, thermals, and network latency in real time. Built on the TSMC 3nm process and enhanced by Dimensity Dynamic Cache system, it stays cool and efficient even during marathon sessions. And friends, then comes the MRFC 3.0. MediaTek's frame interpolation magic, doubling 60 FPS titles to 120 FPS with near zero latency. The result isn't just smoother animation, it's pure responsiveness. Games like Genshin Impact, Call of Duty Mobile, and Warzone Mobile doesn't just run, they flow. Now, if the CPU and GPU are the muscle and motion, then the soul of the MediaTek Dimensity 9500 lies in its MediaTek NPU 990, the engine that makes this chipset think, learn, and create, delivering up to 100 tops. But the real breakthrough isn't in raw numbers, it's how it works. NPU 990 debuts the world's first compute-in-memory CIM design for smartphones, processing data inside of memory, instead of shuttling it back and forth. That single innovation cuts peak power use by 56%, giving AI more speed, endurance, and efficiency. It's what enables true on-device generative AI. No servers, no waiting, just instant intelligence in your hand. With its second-generation generative AI engine, the Dimensity 9500 can generate 4K to text visuals, handle context windows of up to 128 tokens, and run 3 billion parameters, large language models in real time. Tasks like object removal, image editing, and content generation now happen instantly, offline and cool to touch. Now, powers mean nothing if you can't capture emotion, and that's what the MediaTek Dimensity 9500 turns performance into art. At its core sits the MHIQ 1190 ISP, a triple-engine image pipeline that translates light into memory with cinematic precision, supporting sensors of up to 320 megapixels, all powered by NPU 990. Between its industry-leading 4K 120 video capture with EIS, best-in-class 4K 60 cinematic mode versus 4K 30 on many competitor flagships for motion, the 9500 handles 8K 60 effortlessly. The NPU-assisted 30 FPS subject tracking engine ensures a clear shot in every frame, delivering best-in-class object focus tracking and best-in-class portrait and zoom-in performance, combined with improved raw dominant color science, 200 megapixel AI-enhanced photo capture, pushing details and clarity to the new height, powered by NPU for sharpness and noise control. Now, the MediaTek Dimensity 9500 and its meta-version smart screen engine analyzes every pixel in real time, adapting brightness, contrast, and color science, so visuals stay clear from blinding sunlight to one-net darkness. Transparency compensation keeps details sharp at any brightness, with tri-fold MIPI readiness for multi-display and tri-fold smartphone. With WQHD Plus supports for 180Hz, motion feels like a liquid, and every frame moves in harmony with the GPU. The AI-driven sound engine matches that precision, sculpting tone and clarity across codecs like AAC, FLAC, HEAAC, MP3, and adapting to your content. AI spatial sound creates 360 immersion through any setup, and the hardware acceleration for H.264, H.265, VP9, AVI keeps 8K 60 FPS playback perfectly synchronized. Now, connectivity has always been about numbers, speeds, bands, specs, but with the Dimensity 9500, it becomes something smarter. At its core lies a 3GBP Release 17 5G modem with LTE Cat 24 4G support, full 5G capability, and sub 6 GHz 5cc/CA, delivering speeds of up to 7.4 Gbps and up to 10.7 Gbps peak download in ideal conditions with global band support. And friends, what makes it so special is intelligence. MediaTek's AI network suite predicts cognition and reroutes data in real time, cutting latency by up to 50%, while AI UltraSafe keeps both SIM slot efficient without hurting throughput. Then comes the Wi-Fi 7, pushing up to 7.3 Gbps with tri-band triple concurrency. MediaTek Connect UltraSafe reduces Wi-Fi power draw by 20% while delivering 20% faster, larger file transfer than competitive Flagship. Bluetooth also gets a huge leap with Bluetooth 6.0, a dual Bluetooth engine, 12 Mbps peak data rate, and 35% longer reach. So yeah friends, that brings me to my final verdict. So every generation brings a contender, but only a few bring a shift. The Dimensity 9500 is one of those moments where you can feel the balance of power change. It's not just another flagship chipset. It's MediaTek declaration that the chase is over. They are arrived. From all big core CPU to the Mali G1 Ultra GPU, from quad UFS 4.1 to 100 tops in NPU, every part of this chipset feels deliberate and unapologetically flagship. No gimmicks, no marketing spins, just pure engineering confidence shared by years of refinement and evolution. The 9500 represents more than numbers. It represents identity. MediaTek no longer defines itself by comparison. It's no longer chasing Snapdragon or Apple. It's building its own legacy, one founded on efficiency, intelligence, and balance. Somewhere between benchmarks and real use, the Dimensity 9500 becomes more than silicon. It becomes a statement. Flagship battlefield has shifted, and MediaTek now stands at the front line, cool, quiet, and confidently dominant. So the MediaTek Dimensity 9500 isn't a chip, it's a turning point. So yeah friends, that's all for this review. I hope you like this video, and if you did, then please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon to never miss a review video like this one. And if you like this video, then give it a thumbs up and leave your thoughts in the comment section. I would love to answer them. So my name is Hamza, this is Tech, and I'll catch you in the next one. If you want to watch the full review of the MediaTek Dimensity 9400, then that video is right here. And if you want to watch the full review of the MediaTek Dimensity 9300, then that video is right here. Thank you for watching.